All right, so far we've talked about this thing that women are looking for, and it's this great love. She wants to feel like in her life she had great love. If she doesn't have great love in her life, then she's going to look at her life and she's going to say, I missed out. I didn't have the one thing that I really wanted. And when she has that guy who can provide this great love, she wants children, she wants legacy, she wants to push this guy further, she wants to be the supporting character in his world, and she wants to serve him and love on him as much as possible. Why? Because she wants to protect that great love. She will push other guys away. She will not entertain other guys' validation because she's fully validated already. She got it. She won the lottery. She got the great love that no woman ever gets. And you being that guy who is the provider of this great love, who is the source of this, she's going to protect it. And she will give you all the appreciation that you could ever want. She'll do it all the time. She'll desire you intently all the time. And she'll be completely and utterly devoted to you, which is the three things that I find all men truly want. And so in this game of like, what is it that she's looking for? We know that she's looking for great love, and she gets it in three different categories. The alpha, the top guy, who is in love with her. She's very special to him. No other woman can match what she's got. And he has direction in his life, which means that even though he loves her, he doesn't put all his eggs in one basket. He's moving forward in a direction that oftentimes is more important than her. My name is Ed Baxter, and I help guys in betrayal situations. The process of being with a woman for 50 years or a woman that you're dating is pretty much the same. For us, it's just science. Because we know the patterns, we know the solutions. It's not that complicated. You have to make a commitment for yourself. That's what it means to be in Soul Seducer program. That's what it means to work with me directly. So that you can learn to handle your emotions, so you can learn to see right into a woman's soul and seduce her from within, to create this garden that she can actually thrive in. We'll get you to that place where you make the right decision for you and your children. So if we look at the below the surface of what this is, and we go into the mirror world and we like crack open the case of the machinery, the subconscious machinery, what this great love represents is safety. Ultimate safety. Ultimate and complete safety. What does that mean? Well, the guy is able to demonstrate power in the world, which means he can protect her from the chaos out there. He is the most badass dude she can get. She knows she's safe with him. He will protect her from the world, and that's done by demonstrations of power. And so she finds the demonstrations of power very sexy. And sometimes guys mess this up. Sometimes they become a dictator and they try to dictate everything, or sometimes they become a doormat. And in this doormat, he's not interesting or appealing at all. He has completely neutered himself and emasculated himself. The second thing that she's looking for is presence. And so presence is an interesting game because a lot of guys say, well, I'm present. But the thing is, what presence shows is, whereas power says, he keeps me safe from the world, presence is, I'm safe with him. Some of these alpha dudes are savage as fuck. How does she know she's not going to get raped by this guy? How does she know that he's not going to go cheat on her? So the presence is the mirror world of the in love. In the in love, the presence game, she is safe with him. Out there, he's keeping the chaos at bay. In here, internal to the relationship with her, he calms the chaos. He calms her chaos down. He is the rock. He is centered. He is the guy. And so presence can be fucked up in a couple of ways. The first one is the man is a robot. When she has something going on with her, when she's upset or angry or whatever, he goes into the land of logic. He's so logical that she's like, I'm having a conversation with him, and he's looking at me, but he's not seeing what's going on with me. What's happening is he's trying to fix my problems. And the robot's constantly in fixer mode. Okay, she has this problem, then what is the solution? A plus B plus D equals C. It's like, she's like, no, can't you feel or hear me to see what's actually going on with me? I'm supposed to be the most important woman in your life, yet you're not seeing me at all. You're caught in logic land. And most guys will do this because they're afraid to feel. Most guys are afraid to feel. They're like completely just afraid to actually have emotionality. And when their wife gets upset, he locks down. So he just leverages logic. It's so much easier to just leverage logic. And so for this, she doesn't feel safe with him. She doesn't feel emotionally safe because he's just not there. She'll say, he's there, but he's not there. I don't know where he's at. Like, I mean, he's present, he's sitting here, but I just don't feel him. So she'll say, he's never there. The guy might be thinking about his business. He might be thinking about the next problem or solution he has to solve at his job. And so at home, he's just not there. Oftentimes, he's on his phone a lot because it's easier just to check out on his phone than to be emotionally present with his family. And so a soul seducer is a guy who can actually feel what's going on with his woman because he's in tune with his own feelings as well. He doesn't push them around, push them down, and go into the land of logic. And so guys, in the game of power over here, the guy is the dictator. This is the way I want to go. He's obviously not present with her because he wouldn't be a dictator. Or he's a doormat. He's not present with her. He's caught up in his own head. What does she want? What does she want? What does she want? There is no him there either. As far as the dictator, she is not present in his world at all. She's not safe. And then over here in the game of presence, he's a robot. He's logical. So she can't feel him at all. So she'll say she doesn't feel safe with him. And you'll see that from dictator doormat. Maybe you vacillate between both of these. Maybe you don't. In robot, there's the other way of presence where guys fuck it up, which is reactive. In a game of reactive, he's very emotional. She says something, he gets upset. She does something, he gets upset. He wants to talk about the relationship all the time. Babe, we got to have a conversation. I'm upset. Something's happening. She's like, okay, we're going to talk about the relationship again. Okay, cool. And then eventually it just gets to be too much. Like, can we just live our life without talking about the relationship? Why can't just things be natural and normal? Why does that have to be so heavy? Why can't it just be light? Or she'll say, I can't talk to him because he'll get pissed off. I can't tell him what's really on my mind because he'll get hurt. And then this woman will say, I have to shut my mouth and I have to make myself small because if I let out anything here, I find that I'm having to manage his emotional state all the time. And guys are like, motherfucker, I'll be happy. I'll stop being angry when this thing happens and this solution happens. Like, you stop doing this, I'll calm down. But it's the opposite with a woman. With her, she's like, let's calm the emotions down first so we can get to the solution. And so when you get upset or angry about something, she goes into managing your emotions mode. Whether you like it or not, this is what she's going to do. And if she has to manage your emotional state all the time, she's going to tell you, I don't feel safe. I don't feel emotionally safe to open up to you because you're going to get upset. You're going to get angry. And then she'll say stuff like, when do I get a chance to break down? When do I get a chance to cry? Why do I have to be the strong one to carry this family and these kids all the time? Why is it that my husband can get upset and cry and I have to support him, but there's nobody here that can support me? And you as the guy, you'll think, shit, she can do that anytime. But if you really look at it, you realize that this situation was created because you have not been this way. And so in this game of presence, you vacillate between being a robot or being reactive. I'll be logical until she says some shit, and then I'm going to lose my shit and go, get triggered, damn it, woman. And then you go into these arguments and you get defensive. You get defensive, you try to turn things around, you try to fix it, and she just gets more spun out of control. And then fight escalates, and then what happens is she shuts down or she lashes out. And you come into this place, you're like, I don't know how to solve the relationship. You're this doormat who's just like happy wife, happy life. You're going to be reactive and going into robotics as well. Be robotic and reactive. The guy who's a doormat is doing everything to try to make her happy, whereas the dictator is like, I'm not really concerned about her happiness at all. She's just not there at all. So this is the second leg of the game of great love, which is also the game of safety underneath that. All women are looking for safety. And I'll talk more about safety in the next video. If you want to see that one, it's going to be right here. If you want to learn more about Soul Seducer, we go in depth on how to actually apply these principles to your life in granular detail with scripts, videos, and workshops, as well as in-person and live events and group coaching calls working with me directly. Check out the link in the description.